and gentlemen, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Orion Alexander.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we would like to invite the Jockey Hollow 8th grade chorus to perform the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Welcome, Board of Education members, Superintendent Mr. Joseph Kabza, Assistant Superintendent Mrs. Sheila Casanelli, district staff members, administration, Ms. Julia Strong, Mrs. Laura Marr, Mr. Mark Schwartz, parents, grandparents, friends, and students to Jockey Hollow School's 2024 Recognition Night. At this time, please welcome Ms. Julia Strong, principal of Jockey Hollow School, who has a few remarks for the graduates.
Good evening, Superintendent Kabza, Assistant Superintendent Casanelli, Board Chair Ferris, members of the Monroe Board of Education, Representative Scott, First Selectman Rooney, my fellow administrators, Jockey Hollow faculty members, parents, grandparents, families, and guests, and most importantly, our students from the class of 2024. I'm so proud of this pride of Lions. We are gathered not just to celebrate the accomplishments of your middle school years, but to recognize the phenomenal individuals you have become. The Oxford Dictionary defines a phenomenon as a remarkable person or event. At this time, I would like to recognize a remarkable para-educator who is retiring this year. Mrs. Pamela Foran has spent her career assisting the children of Monroe to reach their full academic potential. We wish you the very best in retirement. Congratulations. This spring, we were fortunate to witness a rare and awe-inspiring natural phenomenon, the solar eclipse of April 8th, 2024. After studying all aspects of this event, we headed outside. As we looked up in wonder at the sky, we were reminded of the incredible beauty and power of our universe. The solar eclipse, with its ability to momentarily transform a sunny day into twilight and back again, seeming brighter than before, served as a metaphor for the transformative journey you all have undertaken during your time here. Each one of you possesses the power to create extraordinary moments of light and change in the world. You have shown us that you are capable of achieving great things both inside and outside the classroom. Your curiosity and compassion, your perseverance, and your problem solving have been nothing short of phenomenal. Your success was nurtured by our fantastic Jockey Hollow teachers who are sitting here with you even now in celebration. You carry the glow of our regard with you on the journey ahead. Please make sure after the ceremony that you give a hug to your folks and say thank you for all their love and support. Every time they help you talk something through, or assist with a homework question, or drop you off or pick you up, even when they tell you no about something, they are shining their love into light to guide you. Stay close to them as you continue to transform. And remember, you are capable of creating your own sunny moments. Embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. And never forget the power you hold to inspire those around you. As the old saying goes, when you shine your light for others, you also illuminate your own path. I'm inspired by your contributions, and I know you're prepared for high school. Congratulations to the phenomenal class of 2024.
Please welcome our student who will be delivering an address to the class, Trisha Shrikant.
I have a dream that one day, wait, sorry, wrong speech. 77 years ago, our fathers, hold on, sorry. Okay, here it is. Good evening, teachers, staff, administrators, family and friends, and 2024 Jockey Hollow Middle School graduates. Today, we come together to celebrate a remarkable thing, graduating from middle school. Something we could not have done without the help of our marvelous staff, teachers, friends, and family. Over the years, we have listened to important information going in one ear and maybe out the other. We have also made new friends and have forged better relationships, but overall, we made some of the most incredible memories in our lives that we would cherish and hold on to for the rest of our lives. To relive all the amazing and challenging moments we have had in middle school would be a miracle, but where better to start than the only place to start, the beginning. One of our awesome Monroe Public School administrators once said, In elementary school, you learn to read, but in middle school, you read to learn. In 6th grade, the grade we entered into the wonderful world of Oz, middle school, most of us were faced with a challenge. Sure, we had more responsibility and maybe more work, but it was also a little intimidating and overwhelming, being the youngest in the school, looking up to so many older students and thinking, wow, I'm going to be like them one day. 6th grade was filled with adventures, like going on the trip to Kwasi and the Wolf Park picnic. I think we can all say that the thing we remember most from 6th grade is that the mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell, and opening lockers is the hardest task ever in life. 7th grade was a very unusual year. We were sandwiched between the 6th grade babies and the oh-so-prestigious 8th graders, finally back to the way things were, yet it didn't feel quite right. We knew all about signing into the adaptive scheduler for pause, but we were still unsure of a new normal, how school was going to be. Would we have to continue wearing masks? Would there be yet another global event that would cause us to compromise and learn a new way? We were nervous and excited at the same time, if you can believe it. But we can always look back and see how we enjoyed visiting the sports center and lake compounds and cheering on our basketball, softball, and baseball teams, outdoing each other in tech ed, art, and gym. If there ever was a year that summed up all the years of middle school, it would be 8th grade. 8th grade has been the coolest, happiest, craziest, funniest, most phenomenal year of all. The highlight of our lives thus far. We weathered the storms of the periodic table and conjugated verbs to the past tense in French and Spanish. We passed the last SVACs of our lives, thank goodness. And now we are ready to move on to the next chapter in our lives, high school. As one door closes, another opens, and with it, possibilities unfurl. We have just scratched the surface of understanding what we can truly do. And I am so excited to spend the next 4 years of my life with all of you. We are all so unique and interesting in our own ways. But when we come together, we are the Jockey Hollow Lions, living our values of respect, responsibility, and safety. Together, we are ending this year in a bang. And to quote one of my personal favorite quotes by Winnie the Pooh, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." So let's all give a hand to the staff, administrators, family, and friends who have stood by us through our middle school years. And finally, a huge round of applause to the 2024 Jockey Hollow Middle School graduates. Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to welcome Mr. Joseph Kabza, Superintendent of Schools, who has a few remarks for the graduates.
I have to start going before the student speaker every year. Tricia, that was fantastic. Great job. Chairman Ferris, members of the Monroe Board of Education, First Selectman Rooney, State Representative Scott, Mrs. Casanelli, Ms. Strong, my fellow Monroe administrators, members of the faculty, parents, guests, and members of the Jockey Hollow 8th grade class of 2024. Good evening. It's a pleasure for me to be here tonight and celebrate this exciting opportunity with all of you. You probably know that over the past year or so, the world has been obsessed with the introduction of artificial intelligence, specifically ChatGPT and other generative AI platforms. These programs can create original content by using neural networks to process and analyze information. In education, teachers and administrators have been reflecting on their daily work and how it must now evolve to meet the parameters of this new challenge. Much of what we read about AI can seem pretty scary. How many jobs will disappear? How can I believe anything is truly original? When will the robot overlords decide to move into my office? Well, I hope that we can look at this new technology in a different way and harness it for the good that it can provide. Dr. John Spencer, an education professor and former middle school social studies teacher, categorized the activities that generative AI does and does not do well. In its positive column, generative AI can synthesize information, create systems, generate fast responses, help with conceptual understanding, and generate examples, exemplars, and new ideas. However, there's a list of things it doesn't do well: empathy and emotional intelligence, adaptive, ethical, and divergent thinking, contextual understanding, factual accuracy, and providing a clear voice. This list is the one that makes the difference, the one that will move our world forward in a positive direction. You're all embarking on the next phase in your educational journey, high school. Traditionally, it has been a place where students learn a heap of information and develop an enormous set of skills. I hope and believe that that will be the case for all of you, but what's even more important, especially as we move into this world of artificial intelligence, is that you discover and embrace your authentic self. As students in 2024, you literally have all the facts in the world at your fingertips. And with ChatGPT, you have now been given the tools to organize and communicate those facts. But I ask you to refuse to give up yourself in this process. Instead of letting AI do all the work, find your voice. Work to understand the context of the world in which you live. Question the facts that others present. Embrace different thinking, and never lose your empathy for others. In another few years, we'll probably be talking about ChatGPT in the same way that we now talk about flip phones and BlackBerries. But that's what's so interesting about the human experience. Despite all obstacles, we keep moving forward. Let's just make sure we maintain our humanity throughout the journey. To the 2024 8th grade class, good luck in high school next year, and continue to keep an authentic, critical eye on everything that comes your way. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Caitlin Nobley, who will present our first set of awards.
Good evening. At this time, we would like to recognize students who received PIN Awards earlier today. PIN Awards are awarded to students with the highest academic averages in specific subjects and unified arts classes. Students, as your name is called to be recognized, please remain standing until all students in your subject area have been called. Language Arts: Harper Simmons, Ellie Sasaki, Elizabeth Galino, Amanda Chipty, Olivia Augustine, and Ava Schroeder. For Geometry: Coralina Goyette, Lexa Dizon, Elizabeth Galino, Allison Bond. For Algebra: Nicholas Geisel, Harper Simmons, Natalia Fabrique, Alina C., Ava Schroeder, and Jillian Gabriel. Math: McKenna Mori, Peyton Smith, Olivia Labonte, Tess Pachera, Zoe Chakraborty, and Logan Singh. For Science: Orion Alexander, Lexa Dizon, Elizabeth Galino, Daniel Walensky, Audrey Dickerson, and Lorenzo Lucas. For Social Studies: Madeline Kahn, Peyton Smith, Elizabeth Galino, Penelope Delgado, Jonathan Pan, and Zoe Chakraborty. For Spanish 1: Zachary McCarthy, Cameron Covey, Lucas Scandura, Riley Ayagrassi, and Mariano Espiritu. For Spanish 2: Trisha Srikanth, Lexa Dizon, Owen Batch, Monica Gluss, Isabella Uberti, and Ainara Gonzalez Rodriguez. For French 2: Olivia Pietri, Ryan Panella, Bliss Bray, Gavin Palmich, and Emily Lynn. For Art: Abriel Jean-Gilles, Tenzin Dedron Nangpa, Bliss Bray, Alina C., Allison Bond, and Elizabeth Golino. For physical education, John Giordano, Maya Tomaszewski, Teddy Walsh, Nate O'Hara, Josie Lido, and Audrey Dickerson. For tech ed, Veronica Rodriguez, Zachary McCarthy, Haley Lecco, Peter Frangus, Alina C., and William Stees. For health, Trisha Srikanth, Jack Scarapa, Caleb Purdy, Agatha Darby, Luke Campos, and Addison Hickey. For band, Daniel Taluki, Lainey Stillway, Monica Gluss, Jake Ryan, Avery Chase, and Jude Mathian. For chorus, Trisha Srikanth, Zachary McCarthy, Agatha Darby, Scarlett Westerfeld, Abigail Hannum, and Maya Skoronsky. For strings, Ryan Panella, Nicholas Jackson, Caleb Purdy, Peter Frangus, Ava Schroeder, and Addison Hickey. For music and technology, Orion Alexander, Peyton Smith, Owen Batch, Nate O'Hara, Don Curtis, and Riley Ayagrassi. For independent research, Lexa Dizan, Miley Belizaire, Tinash Munaswaran, Allison Bond, Ryan O'Shea, and Sophia Wright. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Jonathan Mercado, who will recognize community service and unified sports participants.
At this time, we would like to recognize students who have logged more than 40 hours of community service this year. We'd like to take a moment to also recognize that this extraordinary and phenomenal group of young people contributed over 1,900 hours of community service to our Monroe community, so recognition to that. Students, as your name is to be called and to be recognized, please remain standing until all students have been called. Folks, please also hold your applause. It's a long list. Olivia Augustine, Miley Belizaire, Allison Bond, Matthew Boyle, Luke Campos, Avery Colon, Cameron Covey, Juliana Crawford, Ava Cabelli, Agatha Darby, Nicholas Dominici, Gabriella Fonte, Jonathan Giordano, Elizabeth Galino, Coralina Goyette, Emily Guerrera, Riley Ayagrassi, Shane Ayagrassi, Nicholas Jackson, Abriel Jean-Gilles, Avani Jones, Madeline Kahn, Grace Kehoe, Angelique Klitnick, Aiden Krinsky, Sydney Lampley, Michael Leventakos, Lorenzo Lucas, Ahmad Mariri, Elliot McAvoy, London Meadows, Francesca Montez Santorelli, Isabella Merzinska, William Steese, Lucas Skandura, Victoria Grychek, Madison Tresser, James O'Shea, Annika Paulson, Isla Pasarina, Charles Richer, Jonathan Richer, Veronica Rodriguez, Ella Sansamino, John Santoli, Ella Sasaki, Madeline Scarapa, Aiden Skandura, Peyton Smith, Margaret Spalding, Trisha Srikanth, Lainey Stillway, Mia Tiberio, Maya Tomaszewski, and Isabella Torre. We'd also like to recognize students who have participated in unified sports. Students, as your name is called to be recognized, please remain standing until all students have been called. Abigail Capola, Jake Catino, Ava Gramercy, Cameron Jones, Braden Tate, and Samuel Xavier. I'd now like to invite to the stage Marie Donahue, who will present our MEA Book Award.
The MEA Book Award is presented to 2 students who have achieved the highest academic averages during their time in middle school. The award is given in honor of 3 Monroe residents who are instrumental in supporting education in our town. The MEA Book Award honors the memory of Margaret Bayron, Bob Rush, and Deborah Reed. This year's award winners are Lexa Dizon and Elizabeth Galino. And now Jennifer Fisher will acknowledge our Unified Sports Award winners.
This year, our Unified Sports team had 2 nominees for the One Athlete, One Partner Award. As part of the application process, the students wrote essays about how Unified Sports has impacted their lives. Here are a few snippets from their essays. Unified Sports has taught me to be kind, respectful, supportive, and brave. Unified Sports is about sharing memories and connecting people who enjoy sports. Unified Sports has taught me not only how to advocate for myself, but also how to advocate for others. Unified Sports has made clear to me the importance of treating everyone equally through the life lessons learned, the support between partners and athletes, and the strong friendships created. Although they were already recognized at the Unified Sports Awards banquet, we would like them to stand for recognition today. Congratulations, Abigail Capola and Cameron Jones. I'd now like to invite Mrs. Romina Bordello and Mrs. Stephanie Van de Vender to present the next award.
Good evening, everyone. Today, Mrs. Stephanie Van de Vender and I have the honor of presenting the Bruce Lazar Memorial Award. Bruce Lazar was a beloved teacher and administrator for 29 years here in Monroe. He had a lifelong commitment to personal fitness and community wellness. Mr. Lazar was a college athlete and later represented the United States in the World Games for men's softball. He was a dedicated youth coach and a UConn superfan.
As a Monroe resident, he was always focused on building strong relationships within our community. Each year, you could count on Mr. Lazar to take the polar plunge into Great Hollow Lake for the Special Olympics. Or you might catch him at the Cub Scouts annual Blue and Gold Dinner. As a leader in several of our schools, Mr. Lazar helped any student who needed a little extra support to be successful. He was also known for his assistance with the Sandy Hook students when they temporarily came to school at Chalk Hill. In memory of of Bruce Lazar, I am pleased to recognize 2 students for their contributions to our school community, as well as their dedication to health and wellness. The 2024 recipients are Nate O'Hara and Maya Tomaszewski. I would like to now invite Mrs. Reagan Smith to the podium.
Kathleen Kuhl was an inspiring 8th grade math teacher who loved her job and loved creating challenging and engaging lessons. She was also a fearless leader and the heart and soul of the Monroe Education Association. She inspired everyone to be a strong, caring, and reliable leader, and was a knowledgeable and nurturing mentor to many. Each year, we present the Kathleen Kuhl Leadership Award in her honor to 2 students who exhibit a love and passion for math and have the best interest of others at heart. The first recipient of this award shows his love of math in class every day. He is quick to add to classroom discussions, to volunteer to show his work, and most importantly, he is always excited and willing to help others, similar to Kathy. I am proud to present this Kathleen Kuhl Leadership Award to Zachary McCarthy. Our second recipient embodies Kathy with her quick wit, rapid computational skills, and no-nonsense approach to problem solving. Always one to ask questions in class, to attend nearly every math pause session, and to willingly help her peers and lead her classmates in any group activity. This student is truly inspirational. I am honored to present the second Kathleen Kuhl Leadership Award to Caroline Walsh. I would now like to invite Ms. Mary Ballas and Ms. Nicole Williams to present the next award.
The Michael Sador Memorial Award is given to a student who displays tenacity and perseverance along with high honors in science. This year, we are recognizing 2 students that exemplify these traits. Our first recipient arrived in Monroe from China as a 2nd grader. She has navigated a new country and a new language and has faced her obstacles with determination. She is particularly interested in science and is always asking questions and brainstorming investigations about the phenomenon presented to her. She truly wants to have a deeper understanding, not just a good grade. This student has also demonstrated kindness and patience with her peers, helping them to understand as well. This year's Sadora Science Award is presented to Addison Hickey. Our next student's inquisitive nature made her an easy selection for this year's Science Award. She is regularly researching, learning, and sharing her experiences with her classmates. She goes above and beyond in the classroom discussions and continues to persevere. She is caring and compassionate to everyone around her. Her determination will help her succeed in the field of science. This award goes to Trisha Srikanth. I would like to now please welcome Mr. Douglas Del Vecchio and Mr. Matt Carcase to present our next award.
Hello, class of 2024. The Douglas J. Del Vecchio Memorial Award is given in the name of my father to two students who exhibit passion, tenacity, and perseverance, resulting in high achievement in U.S. history class. My dad was an 8th grade U.S. history teacher for 34 years at both Jockey Hollow and Chalk Hill Middle School from 1969 to 2003. Some of your parents and even grandparents in the crowd tonight had him as their teacher. He loved history and also the ability to teach the subject to young people. Believe me, I spent many summers summer vacations visiting historical spots rather than spending time at the beach. Looking back, I am forever grateful because he instilled that love for the subject in me. Hopefully, your 8th grade history teacher has inspired you to continue to learn more about the world around you. Our STEM recipient is a true lover of history. In fact, Mr. Carcase has enjoyed many conversations with him about obscure historical topics. Providing that knowledge of history far exceeds that of most. His passion for history has been evident in every assignment, discussion, and project throughout the year. He could always be counted on to provide the correct answer to even the most difficult questions. As a frequent attendee of the History Buffs Pause, his humor and commentary on various historical topics always made a better environment. Finally, his curiosity and dedication have not only enriched his own understanding, but have also inspired his classmates and even his teacher. Congratulations, Derek Gordon. It is an honor to recognize your outstanding accomplishment in history. Keep exploring, questioning, and learning. The main campus recipient happens to be one of my young historians. This person came to school with a positive attitude, always engaging with his peers and adults, and was always a team player. As a historian, he is always raising his hand with something insightful to say or a connection to make. His knowledge of American history, especially presidential history, is impressive. This person even taught me a thing or two about history with self-created quizzes that he would show me. It is with great honor to present the Douglas J. Del Vecchio Memorial Award to Ryan O'Shea. John Biazzi will now present the Robert A. Schiffer Award.
I want to say congratulations to the 8th grade graduates. Best of the best of everything to you guys and your families. The Robert Schiffer Award for 2024. The Schiffer Award honors the memory of Robert Schiffer. Bob was an accomplished and dedicated Chalk Hill art teacher. His insights into subject matter, and more importantly, his students, made him so. He brought to his classroom and his middle schoolers the conviction that the arts can make a difference, open doors, and give voice, strength, and direction to young minds and hearts. This year's honorees especially embody these powerful ideas. They're both their own people in all respects and are taking control of their lives in a most wonderful and promising way. It is my great privilege to announce Violet Planker and Harper Simmons as the winners of the Robert Schiffer Award. Now I'd like to welcome Jacqueline Flynn to the dais.
The Debbie Reed Award serves as a testament to the cherished memories of Jockey Hollow's very own Debbie Reed. She truly embodied the essence of Lions Pride. As our school's front office secretary, interacting with Debbie never failed to uplift and brighten the rest of the day. She was dedicated, caring, positive, funny, and had a knack for making everyone feel special. The recipients of this award exemplify qualities that go beyond the demands of the classroom. Skills not measured by standardized tests or classroom assessments, but arguably the most vital attributes of all. Both honorees are described positively by their teachers and admired by their peers, setting an example for what it means to be a well-rounded individual. They are compassionate, friendly, welcoming, and thoughtful. Simply by being themselves, these students make each day better for everyone around them. It is my great pleasure to present the 2024 Debbie Reed Award to Julia Horrigan and Miley Belizaire. And now I'd like to introduce Mark Schwartz, who will present the next award.
Congratulations, students and parents. I am here to present the Western Connecticut Superintendent's Awards for students who have already been awarded this award. Every year, Jockey Hollow participates in the Western Connecticut Superintendent Association Awards. 2 students from the middle school are chosen based upon 3 criteria: community service and service to others, academic achievement, and leadership in the school community. These awards are designed to recognize the work ethic and strong character of students who are role models for others. This year's winners were previously honored at the WSCA annual dinner, but please stand for a round of applause. Congratulations, Ryan O'Shea and Veronica Rodriguez. And now, Ms. Marr will recognize our Outstanding Student Award winners.
Good evening. The Outstanding Student Award is presented to 2 8th graders chosen by the faculty who have demonstrated academic prowess and model citizenship throughout their years at Jockey Hollow. They exemplify our motto of Lions Pride. Your contributions are recognized by staff and students alike. The first recipient of this award is an A+ student who has consistently achieved at the highest level academically. His investment in his learning is matched by his commitment to Jockey Hollow and Monroe. His teachers note that he is a well-spoken, calm leader who naturally guides his peers into respectful collaboration. He models empathy and compassion, which inspires others. Please join me in congratulating our first Outstanding Student winner, Owen Michael Batch. Our second recipient is another uplifting member of our community. Although this student learns easily, she also works hard. She revises thoughtfully and collaborates responsibly. She is a leader by example in class and in character. Teachers call her the most inclusive student who actively seeks to bring those who might be left out into groups. She is everyone's go-to for working together. She reminds us not only to be kind whenever possible, but that it is always possible to be kind. Please join me in congratulating our second Outstanding Student Award winner, Abrielle Gingils.
At this time, I would like to welcome Mrs. Jackie Del Vecchio and Mrs. Susan Russell, who will now read the names of the students as they receive their certificates. Assisting them in the presentation are Board of Education Chairman David Ferris and Board of Education member Christine Casella. We ask that you please hold your applause until all students have received their certificates so that all names can be heard.
Sophia Nadim Abdul Khalik.
Ava Grace McPhail.
Zain Awful.
Dahani Jainun Marinas.
Habiba Fuad Al-Hamidi.
Ahmad Adin Mariri.
Nathan Reyes Alamo.
Matthew John Markaj.
Orion Tor Evan Alexander.
Madison Joan Mara.
Camilla D'Andrea Arguello.
James Irwin Martins.
Olivia Jane Augustine.
Anthony Fiore Matthews Dixon.
Noel Barros Rivero.
Jude Magnus Finnerty Mathian.
Owen Michael Batch.
Zachary Ian McCarthy.
Miley Verlene Belizaire.
Jacob Lewis McElveen.
Joseph Ernest Bender.
Elliot J. McAvoy.
Michael Daniel Benedetto.
Shayna Ruthe McHugh.
Lucy Alice Bentley.
Haley Nicole McLaughlin.
Jeremiah Barisha.
London Lee Meadows.
Daniel Martin Bisignano.
Jaden Joseph Michaels.
Chloe J. Blair.
Jake Ryan Miguel.
Allison May Bond.
Liam Avery Mickelson.
Francisco Keith Michael Borez.
Claire Elizabeth Montanero.
Matthew Stephen Boyle.
Francesca Carmela Montes Santarelli.
Bliss Bray.
Donovan Joseph McGarry.
Elijah Jonathan Brazil.
Gianna Elizabeth Moretti.
Ella Grace Brennan.
McKenna Grace Maury.
Jake Nicholas Catino.
Eric Vincent Mora.
Liam Christopher Brennan.
Kamara Shayna Maxim.
Nathan Joseph Brito.
Tinash Muniswaran.
Nathan Arthur Brule.
Isabella Merzinska.
Priscilla Bruno.
Tenzin Dadron Nangpa.
Matthew Nevis Buzanaro.
Henry Walter Paulus Neal.
Olivia Cabrera.
Xavier Cabay Nicholas.
Luke Lindade Campos.
Claire Elizabeth Nowak.
Abigail Ashley Capola.
Nathan Dimitri O'Hara.
Zoe Elizabeth Chakraborty.
James Ryan O'Shea.
Michael Eric Charland.
Finley Jacob Hujan Otis.
Avery Grace Chase.
Brody Raphael Obispo.
Amanda Shalani Chipty.
Stella Hope Oliveira.
Avery Annabella Colon.
Jordan Lynn Orlando.
Leah Grace Cottrell.
Tess Renee Pachera.
Quentin Allen Cottrell.
Angelo Ralph Palanchi.
Dylan Joseph Kudo.
Anthony Michael Palma.
Cameron Sue Covey.
Gavin Reese Palmich.
Juliana Grace Crawford.
Jonathan Pan.
Lauren Riley Crow.
Ryan Michael Panella.
Ava Grace Cubelli.
Mason J. Para.
Don Martin Curtis Jr.
Ava Victoria Parenti.
Now assisting with the presentation of certificates are Board of Ed members Chrissy Martinez and Jerry Stevens. Theodore Christoph Dakov.
Brene Leona Patterson.
Agatha Rose Darby.
Annika Marie Paulson.
Yuvraj Das.
Ashley Escobar Pereira.
Isabel Bridget DiBernardo.
Jaden Marcus Pechion.
Penelope Leona Delgado.
Emma Louise Petrillo.
Trent Michael Delicato.
Shane Wallace Pinkney.
Logan Thomas Delage.
Olivia Antonetta Pietri.
Lamine Jaden Diaby.
Violet Ann Planker.
Audrey N. Dickerson.
Sebastian Robert Pohl.
Lexa Shea Dizon.
Isla Josephine Pozzarina.
Nicholas John Dominisi.
Caleb Robert Purdy.
Blake Matthew Dorney.
Alexander Michael Pyle.
Gia Tien Hui Duckworth.
Isabella Emily Ramalette.
Liam Matthew Duffy.
Jocelyn Repko.
Dempsey Joseph Dupre.
Riley Nicole Reppenhagen.
Brooklyn Rose Edwards.
Charles Edward Richer.
Rowan Alexander Edwards.
Jonathan Thomas Richer.
Mariano Espiritu.
Aliana Ray Rodriguez.
Natalia Ann Fabric.
Veronica Kelly Rodriguez.
Zuhair Syed Farhan.
Layla Rose Romano.
Olivia Grace Fensor.
McKenna Caroline Ronan.
Avery Rebecca Flannery.
Jake Ryan.
Gabriella Marie Fonte.
Ella Rudowitz.
Peter Joseph Frangus.
Ella Simone Nascimino.
Jillian Camille Gabriel.
Anthony Lowly Santana Quiles.
Jack Gennaro Garfalo.
John Henry Santoli.
Abigail Rose Garrity.
Lucas Patrick Sirocco.
Nicholas Ozan Geisel.
Muhammad Ali Sar.
Teresa Antoinette Gazal.
Ellie B. Sasaki.
Samuel Cooper Giampi.
Mary Saunders.
Jonathan Joseph Giordano.
Lucas William Savick.
Carter Thomas Given.
Violet L. Schneider.
Elizabeth Sabina Gluss.
Vivian Eve Schneider.
Monica Catherine Gluss.
Sarah Elizabeth Scholes.
Elizabeth Ann Galino.
Ava Grace Schroeder.
Anjara Alejandra Gonzalez Rodriguez.
Adeline Iris Schwartz.
Carla Dahiana Gonzalez Rodriguez.
Jack Franklin Scarapa.
Derek David Gordon II.
Madeline Ann Scarapa.
Coralina Grace Goyette.
Aiden James Scandura.
Ava Marie Gramesti.
Lucas Leo Scandura.
Joshua Grakowski.
Gervin Antonio Siana Gutierrez.
Victoria Maria Grychek.
Harper Lynn Simmons.
Emily Catherine Guerrera.
Logan Sitaram Singh.
Jacob Havlitzel.
Muhammad Susay.
Now assisting with the presentation of certificates are Board of Ed members Dr. Alan Vaglavello and Dennis Condon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Chloe Jane Hall.
Maya Skrowonsky.
Fahad Hamad.
Bryson Orion Smith.
Abigail Sidney Hannum.
Dominic Smergalino IV.
Drew Alexander Hawney.
Peyton Arnold Smith.
Cole Richard Henderson.
Benjamin Solano.
Ellis Ian Hensel.
Janelle Ann Soda.
Yosoris Herrera.
Maggie Morgan Spalding.
Addison Moan Hickey.
Trisha Chandrika Srikanth.
Abigail Riley Hitchcock.
Siddharth Srinivasan.
Brian Joseph Horrigan.
William Everett Stees.
Julia Margaret Horrigan.
Lainey Elizabeth Stillway.
Cameron Adrian Jones.
Logan Theodore Strong.
Riley Jean Iagrassi.
John David Sweezy.
Shane Thomas Iagrassi.
Alina Braylon C.
Alexander Stephen Amadeo Jackson.
Braden Peter Tate.
Nicholas Caleb Jackson.
Matthew Nicholas Texera.
Abriel Junjil.
Colin Andrew Tingeris.
Ivani Mariah Jones.
Dylan Alejandro Thomas.
Madeline Lucille Khan.
Mia Elizabeth Taber.
Sophie Ryan Kalakay.
Maya Tomaszewski.
Grace Marie Kehoe.
Isabella Torrey.
Charlie Elizabeth Kepler.
Madison Lee Tresser.
Victoria Mason Kim.
Daniel Taluki.
Kyle James Kirkland.
Isabella Paige Uberti.
Katie Amanda Klissenbauer.
Yariel Peralta Valenzuela.
Angelica Sophia Marie Klitnick.
Brandon Jesus Vasquez.
Ayana Luna Knapp.
Gaia Victoria.
Lucas Connor Knapp.
Luna Victoria.
Grant Lawrence Connect.
Caroline Avery Walsh.
Aiden Thomas Krinsky.
Emerson Grace Walsh.
Olivia Helen Levante.
Teddy Walsh.
Sydney Rebecca Lampley.
Michael Joseph Wash.
Grace Jordan Laser.
Millie Mae Wasserman.
Haley Margaret Lico.
Scarlett Christina Westerfeld.
Michael Joseph Levantakos.
Samuel Barbosa Xavier.
Josephina Francis Lido.
Vivian Elizabeth Westfall.
Emily Lynn.
Daniel Jacob Walensky.
Landalis Lanos.
Ella Mary Williams.
Marco Anthony Lockwood.
Truss Wolford.
Yana Sofia Landano Sanchez.
Sophia Lynn Wright.
Lorenzo Michael Lucas.
Chloe Valentina Zafina.
Abigail Francis McIntyre.
Jacob Andrew Zajac.
Congratulations, class of 2024.